So you know how we got Tesla bots? Imagine if Tesla bots went rogue and you gotta shoot them to kill them. And so you're that guy. You're the recall agent, and you have to go out and shoot androids, android tanks, drones, and you're just in the freaking streets of New York, just get down! Get down, Mr. President! It's
1, 2, 3, funk it.
Hello, welcome back, teenagers, adults, children, babies, and every age of above.
Babies.
I am Sky, your host for today. Your host for this episode. It is episode 2, season 2, or vice versa, however you prefer. I am joined today by Colors, Cloud, Odin, Nikki, myself, and Toothe. Today's episode, the main topic is we're gonna going back to the past, to our childhoods. And my first question about what I'm to be more specific with it is you know how we're all introduced to video games. So my main question is what was the console that impacted you the most to be able to get into video games?
I would like to start.
I want to answer. Okay. I just want to see real quick. We, as the viewers know, we discussed last episode. Me and Cloud lived together. We just heard. It sounded like somebody just bodied somebody upstairs.
Oh God!
Did you hear it on my mic?
It sounded like a fucking WWE match. Yeah. It was like a boom. And I said, damn, is there a fucking?
I thought there was an earthquake happening. I was like, how do I not feel it?
Yeah, earthquake. That's the word.
It was like the dust settling from the ceiling.
Yeah. The neighbors upstairs have grandkids and they stay over on the weekends.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Dude, there was one time I found an egg on our fucking porch.
Yeah,
like
just
cracked.
threw an egg off the porch.
Last weekend, I was coming. It was the Sunday. This past Sunday, I was coming back, or I think it was past Sunday. I was coming into your guys' apartment, and I hear this doorway. Was it this Sunday? I forgot when it was, but it was someday. And I heard the 2 doors down from you guys in the hallway. As I'm passing, I'm hearing. I told Cloud because she was there. I'm hearing sounds. You know the sounds. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Oh, she heard.
That's what I was hearing, and I was. Yeah, that was like, damn. I was like, girl.
Well, I mean, you are coming
in the
into people's
way.
humble abodes where they pay to have private areas.
Yeah, I walked in. I opened your guys' door, and I go, girl, someone having fun over there. I just heard moaning. That shit was loud. Anyways,
Nikki,
continuing.
please go ahead and take it away, brother.
What was the console or handheld console that impacted you the most and that started you into being able to get into video games and stuff?
So the very first memory of a video game console that I have was the original Xbox. But what's funny is I didn't play Xbox games on it. My dad had hacked into it. You know how, people nowadays they'll do the homebrew stuff on their their Wii's, their Wii U's, whatever, and they'll put games onto it.
Homebrew is like jailbreaking. Yeah. It's like jailbreaking a console. It's called homebrewing.
Yeah, so he jailbroke the Xbox and put a bunch of emulators on it. So there was everything from the original NES all the way up to I think the GameCube, maybe like half the GameCube library.
Caught in 4K. He admitted it.
Illegal. Arrest him.
Illegal.
And then there was some other stuff on there. But the very first game that I ever played was I think it was actually the very first Mario Brothers. He just had me play through every game on the to-do list in each different section. And the one that I have the most fond memories of was either Conker's Bad Fur Day, which if you're a child, do not play that game. So Conker's Bad Fur Day, and
What is that?
they're basically you play as this squirrel named Conker. He gets drunk in the middle of the night, and just a bunch of random shit happens throughout the entire game. But it ends up with him being the king of the entire land when he didn't even want the job to begin with.
Okay.
And there's a lot of fourth wall breaking, so it's basically a furry version of Deadpool.
What?
Okay.
Cool.
What an explanation.
But
Okay.
but anyway,
Yes.
so Conker
Get
and
great.
Psychonauts were like the two games on the Xbox that I had like the most memories of when I first played. But the very first consoles that I personally owned myself were a white DS Lite, like an aqua blue Game Boy Advance SP, and the PSP Go, which was like a flip phone version of a PSP. Which was very weird, but it was still pretty cool.
Huh. Interesting. Did not know that.
Oh, I remember the PSP Go. The PSP Go was fucking, dude. That was a little bit of a failure of a console. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I did not catch on.
I mean,
Yeah, I think that thing was trash.
I liked it, but I didn't like the case that I had for it because it fell apart very easily.
That's PSP Go.
So one of my first consoles that I can remember receiving was
You guys speak a little louder.
oh sorry one of the very first consoles I remember receiving was a Game Boy. It was a Game Boy Advance. It was the light blue one.
Is he also cutting out for you
Okay,
guys?
yeah,
Or is
then-
that just me?
Yeah.
It's the earthquake
Yeah,
again.
it's been the both of them like the entire recording. But,
threshold's
like with
too
him,
high.
it happens a lot more
All right,
frequently.
there we go. It's because I have my threshold like way higher than hers.
Oh, that's okay.
I remember it being a Game Boy Advance. It was a Game Boy Advance light blue that I had, and it was really sick. And some of the first games I had on it was the Shrek 2 game, and I had fucking Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. 3 specifically with the little foxtail, the little Tanuki bullshit.
Oh,
The-
I miss
the
that game.
fuck? The hui?
Tanuki, it's a
Mario
bear
turned
raccoon.
into a little Tanuki. It's a little fox, a little bear raccoon.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bear
You know the little
raccoon native
trash
to
pandas?
Japan.
Oh.
You know the orange, the little red pandas.
Yeah.
It's a Tanuki.
Oh. I didn't know they were
Yeah.
called
Yeah,
that.
it looks very similar to
Yeah,
to
They're
Red
not
Panda.
orange.
Yeah, that's
They're red.
They're like red.
I don't
Oh,
think they're-
never mind.
No,
My
they're
bad.
not. They're brown.
Yeah, Tanuki's
Right.
brown, but they look
Yeah.
very
On
similar
their head.
to a red Tanuki is what I'm saying. Like to bounce off of what he was like. They look similar, but they're brown.
Ramo.
It has a remote.
Nice.
I don't think you need to throw hands anymore. She did it herself.
Whatever.
It's okay. I
Honey, what about you?
use my brain. What?
The
What about you, pretty
Force.
girl? What was one of your first consoles?
My first console I owned, or what got me into gaming?
You know what? Do
I
both.
forgot
That's
the
what we've been
question. I'm a
doing.
little stupid.
Do both. Do both. They've been doing both.
Okay. Well, what got me into gaming was my grandma is a really big gamer, so we all used to live together, and my grandma her room was kind of like on the side of the house. I was upstairs, she was downstairs, and during the day I would just kind of like go sit in her room while she played like Metroid, Tomb Raider, while she played Mario, Luigi's Mansion. She would play Legend of Zelda, just a bunch of games.
All
And I
good
just remember
games.
sitting there watching her play like Twilight Princess and something like that. And I just remember asking her several times if I could just play Twilight Princess. Not play the story, but I just liked the fact that he could ride Epona and just like trot around the little field. And I would just do that. I wouldn't even play the game. I just enjoyed watching like Link like run around on Epona and like play the songs to bring her back. Just stuff like that. And then my middle sister, she also really enjoyed gaming. She played a little bit more shooting games and whatnot, and I watched her play Gears of War. And so when I started getting into gaming a little bit more, I kind of took her account over. And so in Gears of War Online, I actually was probably like one of the best shooters on there. I would get like headshots all the time. I actually got her to like level 100, which was like the highest in all the lobbies that I saw at the time.
Goddamn.
Yeah, so I was crazy with it. My
She
mom
put
hated
the
me
work
playing
in.
that game
It's
because I
kinda
was so
crazy.
young. I was a little crazy with it. My favorite part is when you fucking rev the chainsaw and like chop someone in half. That was my favorite part. Yeah, that's probably why a child should not be playing that game. Anyways, no supervision. But my first console, I guess, that I had was my DS Lite, and I played a lot of Mario Kart and the Nintendo dog game. I would play Mario Kart specifically on the bus on the way to school or from back home from school, and you would have everyone in like the bus seats all link up, and there would be like a bunch of people playing Mario Kart on the bus, and I would always win. So
I remember Mario Kart on the DS like that. Yeah, and the cool thing is you didn't even need to own the game. You could just
Yeah, you could do the download play. Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I
really
remember
missed
this.
download play.
I remember that.
yeah.
Chat rooms, dude. You remember the freaking
Yeah,
US chat
Picto
rooms
chat.
doing all the like multiple pictures? Yeah, Picto
yeah.
chat. Oh,
Yeah, there was
shit.
Picto Chat,
Those
and then
were
on
the
the
days.
3DS, they tried to do the same thing with like Swap Note and Swap Doodle, and it didn't really work very well.
Yeah, no, I
Nah,
remember
man.
that.
I think the most coolest DS that came out, my sister had got it before me, and I was so jealous. It was when you were able to do like the drawing, and then it would do like a video sequence of it, if that makes sense. Like you would
Oh.
draw,
Yeah.
next picture, draw again, next picture, and it would
Oh,
create,
that's
like, a little
Flipnote
animation.
Henna. Yeah, Flipnote Studio, or Flipnote I think it's
I
called.
don't know.
Flipnote
It was on the
It's like Henna.
DSi,
Hentina,
yeah.
right? Flipnote Hentina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Hatina,
Yeah, it's Hatina, that's what it's
Hatana,
called, Flipnote
however it's
Hatina.
pronounced, I don't know.
It was on
Hentina.
the
I always
DS.
call
All
it
I know-
Hentina or whatever,
Yeah.
but I don't
All I know is that she got the newest like DS that came out at the time, and I was jealous because I wanted to make those little animation things.
Yeah, the little animations and stuff. Yeah.
She said she always wanted to make those little animation things. I know it didn't come through her microphone just there, but that's what she
okay.
yeah.
All
said.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
I still
Oh.
have Flip Note.
I took my mom's
Dude,
DSi.
you know how much your fucking DS is worth with the fact that it has that game on it?
Actually,
Dude, your
it's a
DS is worth
3DS
fucking
because
thousands.
Stole my childhood. I stole
before-
her game.
Before Club Nintendo shut down and was replaced with My Nintendo, they released Flipnote 3D exclusive to like Club Nintendo members, and I got it for my birthday like a couple, like maybe like 5 to 7 years ago or some shit. I don't know.
Ah.
Thanks.
Go to
Wow.
It's very
Toothe,
nice.
your turn.
I think the two biggest consoles that I got first was the Xbox 360, and I
Mhm.
didn't play any other game on that except Skylanders. I only through every
That's
Oh,
I have
Skylanders was
every
good.
generation of
Skylanders was
Xbox,
great.
and on every generation, I only got it to play the next Skylanders game. Until
Yeah. Me and my sister used to go hunting when Toys R Us was a thing. We used to go hunting for like the more rare fucking Skylanders to play. And we were like,
Dude,
let's go. And you go
70
boom, and they would
Skylanders.
fucking
I
go
had
in the
so
game.
many.
Dude,
Yeah.
that would
Dude,
be like
I
one
wish I could show you
Christmas
mine when
list
you come back down here.
type of thing.
She had-
Back when
she
I was
had the,
into
like, fucking
Skylanders, that'd be like
bag
birthday
shit of
list,
Sky-
Christmas list, all of it.
Yeah.
What do you want? I want this Skylander. Oh, how much? I don't worry about the
Find
price.
it.
Just don't worry about it. We'll keep that
I
hush,
want
you
it.
know.
Yeah, you know what's really funny too? Next time you come over here, if you can just bring an Xbox with you, she
I've
has like
done it.
50 fucking Skylanders in the game in her
I
fucking.
sold everything.
Dude, bring a fucking Xbox. I don't care. Bring something. Skylanders.
My
in her house.
I sold it to
360
buy my
is dead.
Play Skylanders on the
It's okay.
75-inch
We'll get you
4K
guys an
TV.
Xbox for the house for
75-inch.
Christmas.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
what are you saying, Odin?
My 360 is
yeah,
dead,
brother.
but I still do have the original Skylanders portal for the 360. I think
So do we.
yeah. Like
It's in my
360 or
closet.
does
My
it still work?
360 is in the attic.
Yeah.
Other than the Xbox,
Yeah, mine was
Go ahead.
put in the garage, so it's
I
good.
also had
Go ahead,
the
Toothe.
DS Lite, and sort of like the Xbox, I only got
Yes.
that to play Pokemon games. But I didn't play any of the main Pokemon games. I only played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Pokemon Ranger. I didn't even know the main.
I was
games
literally just about to say
existed
he
because
played
I was
Pokemon
like 5.
Bro, what?
See, Toothe reminds me of me. I only got a VR headset to play VR chat,
Well,
a
yeah,
free-to-play
yeah.
game, and I spent $1,000-something for it.
You want,
Yay.
wait. Can I interject?
Yes.
I want to interject. I got my VR headset. Okay, what got me into VR? One, I've been purchasing
Beat
VR headset.
Saber.
No. This was way before Beat Saber.
She
even
goes,
existed. I got the original
Why do you sound like
DK1.
Stitch?
Fucking Schmeagle.
My precious.
I had gotten the original DK1 all the way back in 2012. I've had VR headsets since VR headsets were a thing. But what made
Hey,
me
Grandpa.
get that original
Oh,
Oculus
Mr. Rich
CV1, whatever. What made me get that original CV1 when they were doing it in 2016 was Robo. You guys remember Robo Recall? Remember when that game was like fucking. Did anybody ever get the chance to play Robo Recall?
It rings a bell.
You two are playing on Oculuses right now. That's fucking crazy. You don't know what that game
I
is.
go side.
I
man.
didn't know
Oculus.
Oculus was
Also
a
playing
thing.
on-
That's crazy. He goes, I go outside, man.
So to tell you,
I own an
to
Oculus.
tell
I
you,
don't even know
okay.
what that is.
So
either.
to tell you, the Oculus when it released came with 3 games. Again, these games were games that you could purchase. Okay. But when the CV1 first came out, it came with 3 titles because VR was so new. They really wanted it to be mainstream, so they gave you like 3
Like the
$30 games right out the box. Yeah, like the Xbox, right? So they gave you that one game, you know, the game where you climb or whatever, you know, the game where you're climbing up the mountains and shit. That
Mhm.
one's a really big popular one.
Right.
It came with this one game. It's technically free, but it came with this one experience where like you do it when you set up your Oculus, where you're playing with that little floating robot in the RV trailer and you're like shooting it's like a little fun little lab game where you just play with
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
That one's free. Yeah. That one's free. And then the third game that it came with was Robo Recall. And this game is a story where you play as an agent for this company. So you know how we got Tesla bots? Imagine if Tesla bots went rogue and you gotta shoot them to kill them. And so you're that guy. You're the recall agent. And you have to go out and shoot androids, android tanks, drones, and you're just in the freaking streets of New York just Get down! Get down, Mr. President! It's dude, dude, it is fuck Odin. I think that is a game that we should film you playing because I think you'd fucking love it.
So basically, what you're telling us
I'm
is
always down to
Detroit
try
Become
it.
Human, but in VR.
Yeah. If you like guns, right? You like shooting shit, right? You Western boy, you like shooting shit, right?
I
This
do
game's
like
right up
guns.
your alley. You hate machines, right? You hate AI, right? You don't
yeah.
like technology that much.
Not that
This is
much.
perfect for you.
Like I said, I go
This
aside.
is perfect for you.
Um,
Download now. Not sponsored.
Download now, not sponsored. Yeah.
It's an old game. It
yeah.
came out in like 2016. Anyway, Odin, your turn.
Yeah, like for me, I like I said, I go outside. That's what I did as a kid. I didn't really go out and like get into like the video games very often. Even the thing that got me into video games, I didn't
You
do
hear
a
that?
lot. Yeah,
He's a fucking
and-
peasant.
oh,
He
He's a
touched
peasant.
grass.
He touched.
and then I
this-
got
this man
entrapped
over
into this
here.
shit.
Imposter.
However, this isn't what got me into video games, but it's the first game I think I remember playing. It was one of like the original Sonic platformer 2D games on the Sega Genesis that my dad had.
Oh,
Word.
I'd get on every once in a while and I'd play that, but then I was like really young. I started like we had like an old like box computer where like the screen was it weighed
Or your Windows
more than
XP.
me at the time, probably, right?
Did you yawn?
So,
Not
um,
Windows XP. He had Windows 98. The fuck?
It looked high for a
He had Windows 98 on that motherfucker.
Right. But like, and then I kind of like start. I would get on every once in a while, and I play like I'd go on like nickjr.com or like like
those
these Disney
games were the
websites
shit.
where they'd have like these little like flash
Toontown
games.
type shit.
They'd have
Yeah.
these little flash games. No, it wasn't even like
Yeah, like,
Toontown either.
I love Toontown.
They had,
It wasn't even
Club
Toontown
Penguin.
either.
It was
They
just
had,
don't like
like,
games.
like the character creators on the Nickelodeon pages. Like they had everything. It was the
Yeah.
shit.
But the thing that got me into gaming is I remember this vividly. I was like 6 or 7 or something. It was Christmas morning, and I didn't even really know these things. I didn't even know these things existed, right? But my dad had went out the night before, the night of the release, and like stood in line all night into the morning. I got a Wii for Christmas, right?
Let's go.
Yo.
The original
Based father.
Wii, right? And that's what started roping me into the video games a lot. I remember playing a bunch of shit. I think my favorites were the Lego games, all of them. I don't think I have any that I didn't play and didn't like.
Lego.
And then
miss
Super
video
Mario
games.
Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy was one game I would go back to consistently and replay.
Dude, Wii Sports was my shit.
Wii Sports, we play all of
the
that.
fucking bowling ball.
I sucked at
You
that one.
put it backwards,
Yeah, what was,
and then
you
the
know what's-
whole Mii's went.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what's really funny? You know what's really funny? The game that I ended up finding myself playing the most on the Wii wasn't even like a game that you'd want to play on the Wii. It was fucking Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yeah.
And World
Yeah,
at War.
World
I
at
played Call
War.
of
They
Duty.
made
on-
World
that
at War.
game.
Yeah.
World at War.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, I played
difficult.
World at War religiously on the Wii.
It was difficult
it was
looking
fun.
Now
back
it's
at it.
boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
like me and my
Yeah,
family.
yeah,
We did a lot of Wii
Yeah, you-
sports, a lot of Wii play.
Then you suddenly.
But yeah, no, the Wii is definitely what got me into gaming overall. I had that for the longest time, and then the Xbox 360 came out, and that was it. That was it. It just here I am today in a VR headset. That's just not something that.
And all of a sudden you're here
all of a
hanging
sudden-
out with a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah, well, I'm also a
Online.
fucking idiot, so it's not that surprising. If I wasn't doing it
You
here,
don't touch grass anymore. Yeah.
I'd be doing it elsewhere.
I'll tell you this. To be honest, to give you some credit, if I too also grew up in the Rocky Mountains, I don't think I'd play many video games either.
Yeah,
As a child, I'd probably be out in the mountains, probably breaking my leg somewhere,
yeah.
or getting stuck in a cave.
Surprisingly,
So, you know,
Never broke a bone
typical
in my
mountain kid
life.
shit. You know,
Surprisingly,
mountain kid.
you lucky bastard.
yeah, I
Better
go
fucking
really
knock
lucky.
on wood right now.
Really lucky
Let
too,
me tell you, I did
because
that
I've
shit.
almost fallen off of a mountain a couple times actually, not just once, a couple times, but never broke a bone.
He's like, I almost fell off a mountain several times. I did the same mistake twice, thinking I could do it better. And you know what?
And you know
happened?
what?
I almost
You know
fell
what?
off that fucking mountain.
That's exactly what I thought too. And you know what? In front of the same group of friends, went hiking. I'm like, guys, I think I can do it this time. You know, second
You're
time I
supposed to
almost
learn
died.
from your mistakes.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad I didn't get raised in the Rockies because I can barely handle where I'm at now. I run into poles pretty much 24/7.
This is true, and she falls up the stairs.
She runs into me.
Up.
She runs into me.
This is
No,
gonna
I
sound
was always
really
out with my
dumb,
friends,
but I'm
and I
so
still go
glad
out
Girl
with my
can't
friends
walk.
more
I
frequently.
feel-
works.
What? I'm actually
Well-
glad that I played sports as a child.
Yeah,
no,
we would do
like,
basketball
I'm gonna be
every day
honest.
after
I'm
school.
athletic.
We'd play basketball or football in the
stay
street or
athletic. You
down at
stay,
the park.
like-
Yeah,
You say,
Yeah, no,
like,
I'm gonna be very honest. Like,
not
like,
fit,
don't get
but,
me
like,
wrong.
You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong. Like, I played some stuff, just didn't do it like for fun or anything. But I'm glad I wasn't like forced to do anything like that because I'm one of the clumsiest motherfuckers I know. So if I like did like football of any kind, like flag football or like just varsity in high school, I would have gotten my shit rocked so hard.
Oh, don't get me
I-
wrong. I'm
yeah,
a
but
klutz.
then you would have been better.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a
No.
klutz. The amount of
You
times
would've
that
gotten
I've
better.
fallen on my neck and
Yeah.
off the bar and in
That's
a
how it
ball.
works. You're you think we all popped out the womb not clumsy?
Oh no, I know, but I'm saying if it were me
I
specifically,
fell over my
I
own 2
wouldn't.
feet.
I wouldn't fucking come back better. No, I would be in a wheelchair by now.
No. See, what you don't understand, Nikki, is I was the smallest kid on my tackle football team at the age of 11. Okay, I was the smallest. I was
Yo,
the
big
smallest.
bitch
Actually, no,
ass.
age of
What?
8. I think I was way young. Yeah, my ass. I was like fucking dude for the longest time. I've told this to her. I didn't hit 6 foot until 16. I was small. I was like between
fat.
5'5" and yeah, I was like
And about-
5'5", 5'8" for like a long time.
In about 3rd grade, I hit 5'3", and then it was
It just
done.
stopped.
Yeah.
It just stopped.
Yeah. No, it's
I
really,
have
and it's
stayed
really
where I
funny.
was at.
No, incorrect, because I'm 5'3" and
That's-
you're an inch shorter than me, girl. What the fuck do you...
I stayed 5'2", and that's where I'm at.
I was about to say. I was like, that makes no sense because I'm
Oh,
5'3"
shit.
right now. Like, what?
No, I remember I was actually telling her this story while we were in the car the other day. It was like a few days ago. I remember telling her like when it was between 7th and 8th grade is when I hit that growth. So maybe 14 actually. Maybe 14 to 15 is probably when I about almost pushed that 6 foot barrier. It wasn't until 9th grade when I actually hit like full 6 foot, but between 7th and 8th grade, I had went away for the summer, right? And I was like, oh, you know what I want to do? Because for the longest time, I was this fat little stubby kid. I wasn't really fat, but my stepfather made me feel like I was fat all the time. So, you know,
Parents.
I look back at pictures of myself when I was in that age and I'm like, damn, I wasn't fat at all, but I had like really bad.
I look back at
Self-esteem.
pictures from
Anyway,
me from junior high.
I
and high
wanted to
school,
run.
I'm like, damn, that motherfucker ugly.
Me.
No, I you know, I really wanted to work out. I really wanted to get in shape. I wanted to look like my biggest idol at the time was the Spider-Man stuff. So I really wanted to like just be in shape, you know. So I decided between 7th and 8th grade that whole summer I was gonna run every single day, and I did. But you know what also happened is I don't think I lost any weight. It's just the fact that I hit my growth spurt, so I got taller, right?
Mhm.
So then I came back. When I came back to school, I remember all of my friends who I was friends with who hadn't seen me all summer other than Pookie and Peyton. They literally were just like, yo.
What happened?
They're like, yo. They're like, yo. They're like, yo, yeah. They were like, yo, what the fuck? They're like, yo, you were like 5'5" last time I saw you. Dude, you're huge now. And I also was working out the whole time, so I got really skinny. And I had like abs. And my dad got me a trampoline, so I was on the trampoline all summer too with Pookie and Peyton. It was the best shape I ever been in my whole fucking life.
I was always I was the opposite of that. I've always kind of been
Yeah.
taller than everybody growing up. As long as I can remember, I've always been taller than my
Kinda more
friends
bitch than
as we were
average.
all growing. Yeah, I mean 6'2". Yeah,
Oh, damn, I forgot.
Damn, you tall, bro.
is that not?
Damn.
Is that not I don't know. I don't know. Is that not average? I'm around a lot of tall motherfuckers. I guess then
You tall as shit, brother.
6'2"'s tall as shit.
Dude, when fucking him, Toothe, and Wrenchy, one of our other friends, was all in a room together and it was just me and she was out at work or something, I felt
Yeah.
like I was out of place. I said, damn, these motherfuckers drink the good milk. What happened to me?
I'm lactose intolerant.
Jesus Christ.
I'm lactose intolerant.
She's like, damn, they straight up drank from the source. I can't compete with that.
Mm.
I got
No,
that
no.
formula
Honestly,
shit.
I was
I got
very
lucky.
shocked when I walked in through the door and I saw Wrenchy. I was like, I knew he was tall, but I was like,
Yeah, 6'3".
Damn.
Yeah, you hear 6'3", and you're like, oh, you know, I know what 6'3" looks like. You know
We're all
what
pretty
6'3"
tall.
No, I fucking looked at him and I was like-
Frenchie's
Yeah.
6'3". I'm 6'2".
6'5", 6'2". Toothe is. We're gonna just. We say he's 6 foot.
Yeah.
because he
I'm
looks
not
6 foot, but he's not 6 foot.
5'9". I've never been 6 foot. I don't know why
He
you
looks
keep
6
saying
foot.
that.
No, you're
really
you're 6
funny.
you're 6 foot. You're 6 foot.
Listen,
Don't worry about it.
Listen, when was the last time? Listen, I keep saying this. When was the last time you
2
got
hours
measured?
ago.
Because we forgot to do it when you were kids. What the fuck? There was something falling in the closet. It's all right. Everything's breaking around us.
the ceiling.
I'm
I'm
scared.
only
Something
2
fell in our closet. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, Nicky.
Good job.
No offense, Nicky. Nicky was short when I saw him. I was
Nicky's
like, damn.
short. He's short as
I
fuck.
thought-
He's your height. He's 5'3".
Are you 5'3"? No, you're not. You're like 5'4".
Yeah, he's 5'3". Yes, he is. No, he's 5'3".
A little closer to 5'4", but yeah.
He's like 5'3"
Don't
and a
make
Are you
half.
5'3" and 3/4? That doesn't count. You're 5'3".
It's honestly nice when I can look at Nikki like this instead of going like this.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice not having to feel like you gotta wear a neck bracelet after hanging out with some friends, you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm the tallest person around the two of you on a constant, regular basis. So
Oh, dude, when you, Renchi, and
must suck.
fucking Toothe were in a line for your like birthday picture that we were taking, I literally looked at Cloud and I go, dude, look at this. Like, it was
She's
crazy.
like, damn,
was
I
like,
can do
what the
escalators
fuck?
on these guys.
Yeah, I was like, Anyways, who's left for?
No, we're all done with it.
No, everyone
No,
went.
let's talk
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
everyone went.
yeah,
Everyone went? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Let's see.
Who else played like Roblox and Minecraft when they were younger? Well, okay,
I
everyone
only
played
played
Minecraft,
Dude, when I
right?
first
everyone
Yeah.
played Minecraft.
yes,
Yeah.
when I first got into Roblox, I was very into the like this role play kind of like city thing.
Mhm.
I ran the fucking cafe. I was the fucking
What game was
beast of
it
that
called?
shit.
Was it
And
called
that's why
like?
she went to work at Starbucks.
Oh man, I don't know.
That's
I don't
crazy,
remember.
Nikki. It's crazy. when
I
you
was the
fucking say
beast at that shit too.
Dude.
Oh,
Ate
go ahead.
so many coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, she'd be throwing icebergs at everybody.
Facts. You didn't do your job? Throw an iceberg at you. Even my own manager, throw an iceberg at him. He pissed me off.
Yeah, he was a
Facts.
big man child. He's one of the reasons why
I don't like. I've heard so many stories of.
fucking Ryan.
He's taller than you, I think.
He's 6'7", yeah.
He's 5'7".
6'7"?
6'7". That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little special.
She's like, hey,
I
you
was
didn't
like-
clock in on time? I'm gonna throw this giant wad of whipped cream right at your fucking
No,
nose.
he was just.
Don't breathe.
He was just a man child.
I did throw whipped cream too.
Oh yeah, she did. She did indeed. She went.
He's not a man child. He's just got anger issues. No, there was one day where we were. I had a canister of whipped cream, and half the time, a lot of people would be like, don't do it. And I'd be like, I'm gonna do it. And then I did it.
Every time
and then
she
it
picked one
became
up,
a
everyone was
war.
like, watch yourself. They're like, watch yourself. Anybody got cover? Like,
She was a problem child.
yeah, no,
she was
she
a problem
fucking
child.
she'd be
Troublemaker.
chucking everything.
I think it's more concerning that I got away with it than, actually being fired for it.
Yeah, dude,
Very
honestly, she said a few stuff that she came back to me. I was on the bar and she said something to our boss. And she came back and she goes, dude, honestly, I'm really scared. I thought I was going to get fired right now. I was like, what? What did you say? What the? She was like, dude,
Put him in his
honestly.
fucking place. That's what she did.
No,
Put
she
him in
would
his
say
place
like
on guard.
it wasn't even like her putting into him in his place. Like she just would say the most absurd shit to our boss and just come back and she'd like be her hand would be in the ice bin and she'd just be like, honestly, dude, I'm really scared because I said something and I feel like I'm gonna get fired. And then the next day she's like, hi, welcome back. Like, it's just like nothing ever happened. I was like, dude, what the fuck? I don't. You've got to say some absurd shit if you think your boss is gonna fire you right on the spot. That's what I'm saying. I don't know,
Facts.
dude.
I don't know half the shit I said.
You said a lot. you definitely said a lot.
I don't know half the shit I said.
But I was gonna say, does anybody here? Because I was talking to our grandma about the consoles and stuff like that. Does anybody here know the gaming company VTech?
Yes.
VTech. Yeah,
Yes?
yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Do you
Yeah.
guys remember V Smile? Please. Please.
Yes.
Okay, so we had a
Yes.
conversation about this exact
actually
thing, I think, during season
Mhm.
1, if not during just a random conversation we had in like a VC in our Discord server. Please join it.
It was not season 1 because I
Please.
listened to it. I listened to it today.
Well, to be fair, we only have 3 episodes
drinking my
on the
coffee.
Spotify.
Hell yeah.
I remember
But
that episode.
But anyway, we did have a conversation about this, and from the name alone, I was like, I do not fucking remember this console at all. I saw a picture of it, and then I was like, oh yeah, I saw it before. But I
Yeah.
never got to play
Okay. So it's a purple. It's a purple. It looks like a blob.
I'll throw a picture of it on screen.
Yeah.
honey. Throw a picture on screen.
I will send it to you. It looks like a blob.
out in the
it's like
future.
a block.
Right there.
Like it looks like a
Thanks.
little blob. Like it's like the shape
Yes,
of
Captain.
SpongeBob. Honestly, it's like the shape of SpongeBob. And it's like purple on the bottom and it's orange on the top, right? And then like there's like a little like thingy right here that like you can store your little disc. The discs were fucking massive. They're,
Wait, I
like,
thought it
this
was
big.
cartridges.
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
I
they
thought-
that's
are
what I'm
cartridges.
talking- that's the
Wait, I
word
thought
I'm
it
looking
was
for.
big
That's
cartridges.
the-
Yeah,
that's
it
the
was
word.
it was like
The
a it was like an
cartridges?
N64
So-
type cartridge slot.
Well, not even. Yeah, not even. It was like the Atari, dude. It was like,
Yeah, you
big
stuck
ol'
them in,
fucking-
and the fucking control, the controllers itself would look like a paw on the side with different colors, and then like a little circle joystick thingy. And I was trying to explain it to so many people that like, but none of them knew what it was. I was talking about it to our grandma, and I was like, she was like, "What the heck are you talking about?" She's like,
What are
"Girl,
you fucking talking
yeah,
about?
no, dude, she was so we were talking about like her old game stations and stuff like that, and I was like, dude, that was my first console. And then also the DS Lite, the blue one.
Yeah.
Blue one.
I had a
Everyone
blue
had the
one.
blue
What games
one.
you play on that?
That shit was like
I had a white one.
Okay.
oh, I played a lot. I played like
Wait. Oh, dude, my favorite game. Anybody have Guitar Hero on the DS? Because that shit
I
was,
didn't know it was
No.
on DS.
Guitar Hero was so cool.
Yeah, it was
not-
it was
not
on the DS
not
at
on
one
the
point. It was
DS.
very funny.
It was so cool, dude. The DS game, the DS version, because it
I used
came
to
with
play
its own.
Scribble Knots.
Scribble Knots was
Scribble
good.
Knots was great.
Oh my god! Wait a minute.
I have that on my
wait a minute,
Switch.
hold
I
on.
have
had,
it on my
I had a
Switch.
lot.
I have it on the Switch, bub.
I have a question specifically for the ladies.
I got this the ultimate version.
Do you guys,
Mm.
do you two remember the game Style Savvy?
No.
The fuck?
So
Absolutely not.
Damn.
Basically, you just made clothes. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was what?
Yeah, it was a game
Cookie
on the
Mama.
DS where you made
Cooking- Can I get
clothes.
a Cookie Mama? Cookie Mama.
And like,
yeah.
and like people got to model it.
Oh, yeah, I've never played that.
Cooking Mama was a really good one
This would
too.
look good for Mom.
I had so I had Littlest Pet Shop. I had this game about some bro. It was oh my god, Nikki, you might know what this is. It's
Yeah.
It's like an old cartoon, right? It's an old cartoon, but the game it's like I have it. It's in my closet. But so it's like this little boy, right? And he's like a tiger of some sort or something. Dude,
El
bro.
Tigre?
It's got to be El Tigre.
Yes!
For sure.
El Tigre.
I
yeah.
had a Burger
yes.
King toy of his grandpa.
Yeah, El Tigre, and he
What
fought
are
like
all these foreign games
he
you
fought-
fucking talk
It,
I'm
it was
Mexican,
it was
what's
a
that?
I love
Nickelodeon
them
show
American
about,
games.
Yeah, no, I'm
Spanish
lost.
family.
I said,
so
I said,
yes,
what fucking language you speaking right now?
It's the
El
tiger.
Tigre. El Tigre.
The tiger.
My favorite
Yeah,
episode was the
I
one where
know.
they run out of guacamole.
I'm not
Yes. So like he's a little boy and he's like a tiger. That's literally what the title is, the tiger. And he like the game itself, like it was a 2D game. Obviously, it was like 2D. You
Mhm,
just moved
platformer,
like
yeah.
you just move
It's a
back and forth.
platformer.
And
Yeah.
like you fought like these random like monsters all the fucking time, and like you would go to different levels. There was one that I was stuck on. It was like the hue was all green and yellow and stuff like that. I don't remember the stage, but like I loved
So-
that one. Can you explain it better? I can't.
Yeah, so honey, so just to tell you,
Why
just the
am I
concept.
being pointed? He fucking doesn't even know that shit too.
I don't know what half of any of these games are. Like I said, I spent time outside when I was a
no,
kid.
not even the game. Not even the game. Not even the game.
Yeah,
so
we're
El
talking about
Tigre,
the
El
show
Tigre was
now.
Oh, okay.
I think
Well, do
El
you see how
Tigre
lost I am?
was a show on
I have
on
no fucking
Nickelodeon.
idea where
It was on.
Nick Jr.
It was on
Nick Jr.
Nicktoons, right?
No, it was just
Either way, yeah,
Nickelodeon,
it was
like,
on- it
as
was
a
on-
whole.
it was-
It was on all of them.
Yeah, it was just Nickelodeon as a whole. Yeah, it's called El Tigre, and the whole concept is it takes from luchadore like culture from Mexico.
Yeah.
So all of them are like wrestlers who have superpowers.
Yes.
So his dad's like the most famous wrestler in the world, and like all of them have secret identities. And his identity is that he's a young wrestler named El Tigre, and his whole theme is a tiger. Yeah, he's a tiger, and he has like tiger powers. And basically they just fight like monsters and stuff throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
It's really
But
cool.
the one thing about his family though was that his grandfather, whenever he used his powers, he was a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, his grandpa was the original El Tigre. His grandfather was El Tigre, and he gained his grandfather's identity when his grandfather retired. And it's really funny because his grandpa is still around in the family. His grandpa is just an old, weak man who's very funny now.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, if I remember,
I used to play.
no.
What?
I'm thinking
What was
wrong.
you saying?
But
What would you used to play?
I played Little's Pet Shop. No, same. No, honestly, same. No, me
I
too.
used to play Tamagotchi.
oh,
I used to
those
play,
were fun.
The Littlest Pet Shop. I used to play this like really creepy Alice in Wonderland game.
Oh, Madness
that
Returns!
probably
I
wasn't
love
meant
that
for
game.
little kids.
Yo,
Maybe.
hold on. I have some. I want to
Holding on.
make sure Odin gets included. I just want to, dude. Instead of talking about video games,
Yeah.
do you guys remember some of the old games we used to play outside?
Motherfucker, I wasn't done, bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Shut your mouth. We're getting to
Holy
that.
shit! He goes, actually, fuck
And
you.
then I did.
So
I
these
did.
games
I did have a
outside.
game I wanted to try to describe. 'Cause I don't remember the name. I feel like it's one of those obscure games, but after Cloud, of course.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's all right. Continue.
No,
No, you continue. You sound annoyed as fuck.
I wasn't. Why
Do
the
you-
fuck you guys
do you
getting yelled
remember
at? I wasn't
Princess
even the one that
Barbie?
jumped in.
Like when she was like riding the horse on the DS game, I played that one a lot.
Barbie.
Yeah.
No, it was all about
Rapunzel?
Barbie and Fairytopia.
No, fuck you. Anyways,
No, fuck you.
but yeah, no. What were you saying? What other games were you playing? Little's Pet
I
Shop.
had Pokemon Pearl.
Mhm.
That was pretty fun. And then Scribble Nuts, like I was saying.
Goated.
Scribble, it's where you had to complete different levels and type. You basically had to write well, how do you even describe it?
Basically,
You would write
you'd
words,
type out
and
the
that word would come into
Let her explain.
configuration or something.
Trying to help. Yeah.
It's all good. Continue.
Go.
There was
Odin.
one-
Describe
there was
your
one-
obscure game.
Yeah, I feel like it was obscure, but maybe it's not. But I don't remember the name, but it was on the Wii, and
Okay.
it was like set in a bunch of like Nickelodeon TV like cartoon show universes. Like
I think I know
it was, like
exactly
they
what
were
you're talking
getting
about.
it. They were getting invaded. I think it was like a slime monster invasion or something. But like you'd see
Yeah,
like
I know
SpongeBob
exactly what you're talking
next
about.
to you see SpongeBob next to what was another one?
The game was like something Nicktoons Blast. It had SpongeBob, Danny Phantom, Jimmy Neutron, Tack from
Oh!
Tack and the
Yeah,
Power of Juju.
yeah.
I know what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah. And it was like
Yeah.
it was kind of like
It was like
It was
they
just
were
a
in, like,
story-based
random
game.
worlds.
yeah, and they would
Yeah.
like go between like Bikini Bottom and like I don't know
Yeah.
what town Jimmy Neutron is from, but and they go and they try to
Yeah.
stop this like invasion of like robots or slime monsters or whatever it was because Nickelodeon was big on the
Yeah.
whole like slime thing at the time, so they made a whole game where they mashed all their TV
Wait.
shows universes into a Wii game.
I was gonna ask, this just might be like an out of box question,
Mhm.
but I was gonna ask who played Monkey Quest. Is that what it's called?
I remember
Monkey
the
Quest?
one in the ball, and you're like,
You-
They're going, yo.
It was 2D. It was 2D, and you would like walk like across the screen as monkeys. Yeah. Yeah.
They shut it down and I cried. I loved that
I'm
game
unlocking so
much.
many core memories for him.
Oh shit! No, I know what you're talking about too. I remember playing that shit too. Holy, that's so recessed in my memories. It's like
that
gone.
one. It's like that one game
We-
or that
we
one
played
thing
the
that
Halloween
everybody
event.
knows.
Yeah, we played Yeah, we played the Halloween event, her and I just remember getting these like free gifts for your monkey to wear.
It was the
That
most
just popped
randomest
in my
shit
brain.
ever, but I feel like that was the most fun game you could ever play.
Oh yeah,
Why did
the
they
most
shut it
simple
down?
but weird shit ever.
I don't get it. That
I
game
don't
was so
hate
even.
us.
fun.
I don't
I
remember.
feel like they were making
They
bank.
hate us.
I don't know. They shut it down.
It was
Yeah.
probably one of those
Mhm.
Flash games, and then when the Flash animator got shut down,
was way
a lot of the
before
games
Flash.
that ran on it had to.
For Flash
Oh,
was shut
so then
down.
yeah.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning or whatever this is.
Look, I've got this new drink that'll boost my energy.
Isn't that the stuff that gives you the jitters and the bathroom emergencies?
Oh my god!
Yeah, not interested.
Well, good thing I've discovered Dubbies. It's clean, no sugar, no fillers, and packed with focus-enhancing ingredients. Wanna try?
Wow, this is really good. I already feel less zombie-like.
Right? Plus no crash later.
Thanks to Dubby, I can have endless energy without the jitters.
And I can finally get all my work done thanks to its focus-enhancing ingredients.
If you use code INSTANCE at checkout, you can get 10% off your whole order.
That's a whole lot of savings.
Tired of the jitters and the crash?
Try Dubby today. Stay focused, stay energized, be unstoppable.
That's definitely
I'm looking up
why.
Monkey
The
Quest
software
right
that
now.
ran it got fucking
Oh
retired.
yeah, no, Flash always existed. You couldn't have games on the internet without Flash. Too.
No, I mean it was.
But when they
It was
switched,
before
when they
Flash shut down,
discontinued
is what I
Flash
mean.
and switched to HTML. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Monkey. I do remember Monkey Quest.
But
On that game.
transitioning
Oh, it's reborn now.
into like what Odin was saying, that he goes outside because he's better than all of us here.
What? Whoa, hey, don't. That's not what I'm saying. I just said I spent my time differently. There's nothing wrong with the video. Obviously, I got way too
Hey,
into the video
hey.
games.
He redeemed himself with Nicktoons Blast, okay? He fought a giant planet-sized
I don't give a shit.
slime
He said he's
monster.
better than all of us. But
I did
what
not say
was-
that, actually.
I
That's
wanted to
crazy.
say that, like, what was like, oh,
Okay. I just want to read this to you. It was ultimately shut down by Paramount Global, Nickelodeon's parent company, for Digital Millennium's Copyright Act complaints against them. I do want to say this. As of August 2024, the game remains completely dormant in all of its official capacities, as in it still exists. It is just offline.
Who shut it down?
Monkey Quest?
Who shut it
It's-
down?
Yeah, Monkey Quest.
Paramount.
Freaking Digital Millennium.
I'm coming for
No,
you.
yeah, Paramount Global,
Coming
which
for
is
you.
Nickelodeon's Paramount
We-
company. That's
We coming for
Nickelodeon's
you.
parent
You
company.
took away our childhood.
But yeah, it actually shut down. It actually shut down like
Where he encouraged the
recently.
killer
Like,
dog.
like again, like it shut down as of August. August.
So you're
might have shut down
fucking
multiple
saying
times.
I could have played Monkey Quest?
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, it shut down multiple times. Yeah, you could have literally played Monkey Quest, because I'm looking at the Reddit thread. It says 2018, 2023, 2024. This one's April, July, June, August. Like it's been shut down and reawakened, a bunch of times.
Crazy. Racist. Anyways.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
No, just segue into the next topic was like, what was a core memory that like you yourself thought was very normal in your life that you did as a child, or that was like your parents taught you and you thought was normal, but the second that you explained it to somebody else, they were like, you're fucking weird. If you have one.
Buttered toast.
Tooth's face looked so stupid. His
Butter
mouth was
sandwiches.
hanging open and his eyes were like,
I got a yawn. Okay, it's like almost 11 p.m. I'm eepy.
Ugh,
Oh,
I'm
you a big boy.
It's hitting that time, man.
Does anybody have a core memory that is like weird?
Not one
That
that's like
everybody
ever been
I-
told
That
was
stands
weird.
out.
No.
Yeah, I don't have one like that, but I do have one that's kind of like funny in like the stupid kind of way, where I was trying to like ask my dad what the fire alarm did, and he wouldn't tell me. And keep in mind, this is in the back of a Target when this specific Target still had a garage in the back of it. It doesn't anymore, but it was around I think it was around Halloween time, because I had gotten a book of like Disney and Pixar like Halloween stories, and I had gotten fake glasses, and I looked at my dad. I was like, Dad, what's this do? He's like, don't touch that. I was like, no, I'm not going to, but what does it do? I want to know. And he never told me. And then next thing you know it, I pull it out of sheer curiosity.
Yeah, you're fucking touching it because you're a shitty fuck. You don't fucking listen.
I pull it out of sheer curiosity because he wouldn't tell me what it did. And the entire car ride was very silent in our boxed up Scion the entire rest of the night. And yeah, my dad was very angry that night.
No, you did the right thing.
I think
he wouldn't tell you. Yeah, you wouldn't tell you. You did the right thing.
I think.
Sorry, Annie, go ahead.
No, I think one thing, and this is about ski. I think every time I went to your house, stuff your family did that always confused me.
What?
You guys put fucking like dishes, not like dirty dishes to clean. No, you just store dishes in your dishwasher, or like your pots and pans. You just store it in your dishwasher.
Oh,
but you don't like put them away. You know what I mean?
I can explain that. So, when I was a child, my parents told me that the dishwasher wasn't a dishwasher.
No, because I went to your house one time,
Yeah.
and I was cleaning dishes, and I went to go fucking reach for the dishwasher because my family uses it as a dishwasher, to wash dishes.
No.
I pull it open, you're like, no. You clean them, and then you put them to dry, and I go,
Yeah, they told me it was a
but
drying
the
rack.
dishwasher.
Yeah,
But
no, they told me it was a
dishwasher.
drying rack, and then also if they're still drying, like you could just store them in there. There's like a drying rack / storage, but I never knew it was a dishwasher until like later in age.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. A lot of Asian families, I've seen a lot of memes on TikTok about Asian families doing the exact same thing, but actually more from Asian families than Spanish ones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like a lot of like Chinese families do that.
I feel like
you
like,
have to wash your dishes
I've
by
seen it a
hand or
lot.
else it's not being cleaned properly.
Yeah, no, I feel like I see that. Like
So-
we never did that, but I never thought that was weird because a lot of my friends did that. Like their households did that, whereas like they didn't think the dishwasher got it clean enough, so they just used it as extra storage.
Yeah.
It's like, it wasn't weird. I mean, we used the dishwasher, but a lot of my friends' families didn't. So I was just like, all right, whatever. That's like one of the if I was staying the night, I'd always ask like dishwasher, yes or no, and the answer would always vary. Like if it was my first time going to that friend's house or something.
I think
So-
the first time I actually found out the dishwasher was actually a dishwasher was when I first met Cloud and I went over to her house and we were eating corn dogs or something. We were eating something, and we were, and she like, I had my dirty
America,
plate
fuck
and
you.
I was gonna clean it, and she
America,
goes,
fuck
"No,
you."
just rinse it off and put it in the dishwasher." And I go, "The what?" And then she like opened it and she put it in there and she like clicked the go thing, and I was like, "That thing turns on." I went home.
This bitch never realized there were fucking buttons on it.
No,
She
my
never
mom
even
put
noticed the
tape.
buttons on
My
her
mom
arm.
put black tape on it.
What?
What?
Oh yeah,
That's why
I've
I
seen a
was
lot
so
of people do
confused that they thing had buttons. when her thingy had buttons, I thought it was like something to do with the stove or some shit. I honestly did not have any idea what that was. And then I went home that exact day and I was like, "Do we have a dishwasher?" And my mom looked at me like, "No, no tenemos un dishwasher. We don't have a fucking dishwasher." And I go, "Okay." And then my dad, being my dad, he was just like, "We do have a dishwasher." we just
Your mom just
we
doesn't
just don't
like
use it. No, they both like agreed to like just it's always better to clean it by hand because you know yourself it's being cleaned. but our dishwasher was just an extra storage for us, and that was what I found weird when I went to
Thank God for
Ross.
that.
Yeah, I think.
Thank God for that, because now dishwashers are like really good.
Yeah,
actually.
I was
Like-
just about to say,
a
like
brand new dishwasher. They're
nowadays the dishwashers, I trust to get things clean more than by hand. Even if I'm one, I'm very, very like making sure shit gets clean.
Mhm.
I'm always on top of
No,
that. But I almost trust the
fucking
dishwasher
ladder that
more
shit, so-
because we got a newer dishwasher
Mhm.
not too long ago, and the first time I
Mhm.
ran that thing,
Things like
I
robots,
opened
bro.
that thing and I'm like, oh, I could tell this shit's all sterilized. Like,
Yeah.
I could tell all this shit's
Bruh.
clean.
Smell.
Yeah, that smell,
Yeah.
the steam. I was like, all right, this shit works.
Yeah, no, funny enough, I had a similar situation to Sky where like we weren't allowed to use it, but rather than like not knowing, like we would use it for a while and then my parents would just be like, yeah, actually, you know what, from now on we're just gonna wash by hand and we're gonna dry them on a rag that's just chilling on the counter. And we're not gonna
Yeah,
use
no,
the
we have a
dishwasher for
rack.
storage. We're not gonna use it for storage. We're not gonna use it for washing the dishes. We're not using it for anything. We're just gonna sit there and look pretty.
Yeah. I
You know,
don't know.
one thing we do, we don't have a drying
It's worth
rack.
some
One
money.
thing that we do that like most of my friends and their families, they'll have drying racks, right? Makes a lot of sense to me.
Mhm.
You wash dishes, you put them aside,
Yeah.
air dry, you put them away, or you dry them right then and there, whatever. We just have like a mat, like a cloth mat to
Yeah, no,
wash
that's
the
what I'm
dishes,
saying. I didn't have a rack. I
put
had
the
a
dishes
rag.
onto. Yeah, but it
Yeah,
was just a
we did that
mat.
too.
We wash the dishes, put them onto that, and then we dry them by hand instantly, and then put them away right off the bat. Just we didn't let them sit, or we don't let them sit or anything. We just wash and dry all in one go.
Yeah, half the time it would either get dried by hand immediately, or we would leave them on the rag to dry overnight, and then whatever droplets were left, we just clean it up and then put them all away the next morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't have too many strange stories that I can think of. I think as far as my childhood goes, it was pretty standard.
Pretty steamy.
Pretty
Yeah.
standard.
standard
Standard
stuff.
operating
Crazy, yeah.
childhood.
I do tell people that this is one thing that usually gets people, maybe, but it's not weird or strange. It's more just like, wow, your grandparents probably had a lot of money. My grandparents, if anybody knows anything about trailers, okay, my grandparents, when they hit like the 55-ish age, when I was like a child, they moved into one of those 55 plus communities, like down in Fort Lauderdale and down in
neighborhoods?
Florida. Yeah, like senior citizens neighborhood, and they had purchased not a 1x, not a 2x. They had a 3-wide trailer, 3 trailers, like trailer home. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we're talking. That's big.
That's
old people money right there.
huge. That's some money.
That's huge. yeah.
Forget a mortgage. You better off getting a mortgage.
Yeah, and I do want to say, the trailer homes aren't actually like trailers. It's just they're prefabricated homes that can be like slotted together. And the reason why they're called trailer homes is because the pieces of them are shipped literally on a semi truck. Like it's like prefabricated at a location.
I saw that
and it's the
other
width
day.
and length of a semi truck.
I-
Yeah. So you might see them on the highway from time to time.
I called them and I was like, I just
Yeah.
saw a home on a truck. I'm so confused.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
you have like 1x trailers. Those 1x trailers,
Leg.
you'll see a lot of those. Those are pretty standard, but you'll see like the nice ones are like 2x. So they're like, they're a little wider, kind of like standard home size. But my grandparents, they had a 3-wide. So they had a trailer, they had a part of the home, and then they had a 2-car driveway. So it was boom and then boom, like it was huge.
Yeah.
I just remember this thing, man, and it was long too. Oh man, it was.
Yeah.
But when I tell people that, they're like 3-wide.
Yeah, no, it's
What
big.
is
It's
it?
big. No, but like I've seen
It's big.
I see that all the time. You see that all the time out here. People having like prefabricated houses being transported on a truck all the time, because most people have land, like actual acreage, unless you're in either of the 2 main cities. But yeah, no, I see it at least once a day if I'm passing by the highway, even where I am. So it's crazy. The first I remember seeing that for the first time I saw a house being driven on a semi truck, I was not even 10. And I remember being like, yo, that'd be so cool if you can live in that while someone was driving the truck.
I used to think the same thing.
Yeah, I was thinking
I used to think the same thing. Because in like movies,
You know, there was this one show. Oh, sorry. go
No,
ahead.
I was just gonna say that like I thought like how you were explaining them that like the trailer homes could be picked up in a truck. I've never seen one until the other day, like I just said, and I thought that was just like a thing in movies. Like, like I thought it was just like edited, and it was just like a thing in movies that like you could pick up your home and fucking move somewhere. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I saw it, and but when I was a child, whenever I saw that in a movie, I was like, I want to live in there while they're driving. That'd be so sick.
Do you guys remember there was this one show, and I remember seeing it when I was a child. There was this one show where they would move, like people, instead of like, they wanted to move like state or country or like the county or whatever. They wanted to move, but they wanted to take their whole bitchin' house with them. So there was this company that had a TV show that they would literally saw the fucking house in half, and they would transport it on 2 semi trucks. Does anybody remember this shit? It was fucking crazy.
No, I don't remember that.
Dead ass.
The only house
there was
show
one
I
episode-
remember watching was
there was-
House Flipper.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh, I love that show.
bro, there was this one episode. I remember this
Very
is
good
this
show.
is core memory. There was one episode where they had this 3-story house, and the people who owned it wanted to move it from one side. Like, I guess it was like this lakeside city kind of deal, and they wanted to move the house from one side of the lake, and they had bought property on the other side of the lake that had like better views or something, and they wanted to move the whole fucking house to the other side of the fucking lake. So they hired this company that had, again, it's the whole TV show, and they literally sawed the whole house in half with like I don't know how they did it with hand saws, and they just went in one giant line down the fucking house. I don't know how they did this, but they sawed the whole house in half, and they managed to lift the house onto 2 semi trucks.
How do they lift
This
the
like
house?
3-story, 2-story house.
Crane.
Spin it.
Beyond me. He
A
goes
fucking
beyond
crane.
me.
Yeah, like crane. Beyond me. It was like magic as an 8-year-old. It was fucking crazy. And then they moved it and then set it down on another plot in a different area with all the hookups already prepared. And it was like,
No, the only thing that
after
I was
this podcast, we're gonna have to look it up. It's crazy.
The only thing I was fascinated by when it came to like shows was like treehouse homes, like the treehouse
just fire.
builders. Like there was like a specific
Yeah,
show that
I know
like,
you're
these
talking. I know
people,
you're
like,
talking about exactly.
They
yeah.
studied they studied trees. They went to school for it. Blah blah blah. My tinnitus is going. Sorry. And it was like. And it was like they knew which trees specifically would be able to handle like an entire home being stabilized by a few trees. And I was like, that would be like, and they had electricity, they had Wi-Fi, they had waters, like source, they had like gas. They literally, it was like a whole actual functional home, like the ones that we live in right now, but in the fucking trees. And my little fucking like child brain was like, are they like putting the water system and like the electricity through the trees and like getting it there? Because you didn't see any wires, you didn't see any any like fucking plumbing, you didn't see like any tubes anywhere. I was like, what the fuck? How?
Listen,
Like,
all
my
I'm gonna
brain
say
just was
is
not
Codename
computing
Kids Next Door did it first. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
When it comes to older
What?
TV shows that I would watch frequently, just I don't know, because it's like
What?
mindlessly entertaining, like those home renovation shows. Cops. Cops was one of those
Dude,
shows
Bad
that was
boys, what you
I
want.
would watch
Cops
that so much.
was
My
amazing.
I watched like
mom
2
would.
episodes of Cops.
No, Cops was amazing because like some of these people that they put on there are just so mind-numbingly stupid.
Yeah.
that you have
They
no
were
choice but to
stupid.
laugh at it, right?
Wasn't it like
Actually, I think Cops is
Deep
back. I think
South or
Cops has been
something?
back.
it was like
I don't know.
Kentucky
I
or Tennessee.
like
It was like
They
were,
would
kids.
jump between cities. Like no, they would jump between cities. Like they would jump like they'd have like a few officers in like a police department in a city in Florida, some in like LA, I think, there's just different parts of the country, in certain cities, and it would expand. Obviously, the show got bigger, and then I remember the show got discontinued. It got canceled. They shut it down. I think pretty recently, I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure Fox picked up Cops, and allowed them to run again on their network. So I think Cops is actually back. I'd have to double check that, but I know there's recent episodes of Cops.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I remember watching maybe like 2 episodes, but as a kid, my family, the one cop show we would watch was Live PD, where it was like live police cam footage and everything.
Oh yeah, no.
America's Funniest Home Videos.
I know what you're talking about, but no, I'm talking about Cops, like a TV show. But America's Funniest Home Videos was also something that was like sit down Saturday night with your family, eat dinner at the couch.
Ridiculousness.
Before
Yeah, like eat
Ridiculousness
dinner
was
at
my
the couch.
That shit.
Oh,
Both of those shows were really good.
no. I'll be honest. I remember when I was growing up with my adopted father, the one my little brother Chase's dad. I remember this dude. Now y'all remember the early 2000s when like. So Nicky, you mentioned that Target with the garage.
Yeah.
That was back when Target and like a lot of those, because the only place that really does that now is like maybe Walmart. I know Best Buy does it. Sam's Club, where they'll install sound systems and stuff for you that you purchase. Target used to do that too. They don't do it anymore, obviously. But back in the day, my dad, he had, y'all remember those massive, I mean fucking massive Magnavox box TVs, like the big fucking giant.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah,
these TVs
one.
were 75. They were 75 inch. So just for you two, they were 75-inch TVs, like the one we have in our living room. But it was a fucking massive
Box.
like
Like a box TV, yeah.
a box TV. It weighed like fucking 300 damn pounds, and we'd have to roll it in on a dolly.
Yeah,
Like, 'cause
and
the
like
thing was just
a good
so fucking
quarter
heavy.
of the entire box was for the
Yeah.
speaker system alone.
Yeah. And it had this massive fucking it was just huge. And my dad, he had this whole sound system. I remember his ass climbing up in the fucking attic to lay wire for the sound system. He had this whole 2006 fucking sound system with the speakers, and he had this big ass fucking bass subwoofer thing. And then we had this whole setup in the living room, man. Whole setup with like he had him and my stepmom, they had their love seat sitting, they had like the love seat with the electric recliner bullshit, cup holders and everything. And that sat right in front of the TV. And then they had a 2-seater couch on one side, and then they had a 3-seater couch on the other side, and the TV was kind of like this, literally set up just like this, TV right here.
Yeah.
Right?
Damn.
TV right here. And I remember watching America's Funniest Home Videos before I even knew what fucking YouTube was, and we'd watch that every single day.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah,
It was
I watched
amazing.
AFV,
Yeah.
but I watched it before you.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched it before YouTube, and I watched it in luxury. It was
So that was always because like
crazy.
my family was always, well, we used to be the family where it's like, all right, we're gonna sit down at the table and eat as a family, right? At the table. It was very, very important, and we still do that, for things like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, etc. Or just every once in a while we feel like it'll be nice, but before we turned into the family that migrated and just eats in the living room on the couch every night. The
Yeah.
nights where there was a new episode of America's Funniest Home Videos was the night where we all sat on the couch. It was like a special night. We all sat on the couch and we all ate dinner and we watched America's Funniest Videos. And it was like, that's a really good memory for me from my childhood right there.
Yeah.
Was just
Yeah.
that was like a special night. Look, we get to eat in the living room. We get to watch people be stupid. This is a good night. We get to stay up late, to watch the episode. Yeah, even though we had school in the morning, it was good nights. Those were good nights.
Yep.
The show itself was just the
That's
videos
crazy.
just felt so like pure and like They were, I don't know, maybe it was just because I was like younger, but that was one of the funniest shows I ever watched. Like you watch some funny shows on YouTube.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's like it's not the same.
Yeah, and then like certain videos that got submitted, they would feel forced, but at least they would be funny.
Yeah.
I've never seen this show. I don't know what you're
What
all
do you mean
talking
by that?
about.
You don't know America's Funniest Home Videos? Okay, so basically just, you know, when I pull up those, like, you know, when I'm just like top 10 fail, like, or like just fail videos, funny fail videos. It's like 10 minutes of just people being fucking retarded and they're like doing stupid shit for 10 minutes straight. It's just that, but with commentary.
And then
And it's the funniest shit ever. This is great.
the people that submit all the videos that they preview like on the show, they sit in the audience, and at the very end of the episode or at the end of
Yeah.
each segment, they'll award like a trophy or something to the funniest video of that segment.
Yeah. So there'll be like funniest dogs, and like the family that recorded it, like will be in the like they'll literally invite all the people who submitted videos for that episode of the night, like the episode of the night. All the people who submitted videos, they get they get flown out to be on the show, in the audience watching. Like, you know, it's really
It is
fucking cool.
beautiful.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and it was
I
always
watched
hilarious
a
when you
lot of
got
like
to like
home renovation
Yeah.
movie or
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah, but it was always funny
movies.
when it got around to like, oh, you know, funniest accidents. You know, you like people like getting injured and everything. The person that's in the video getting hurt has to like, whoever wins the funniest video has to like awkwardly sit there like, yeah, that was me being a dipshit. You know, like that part was
Oh,
always
God.
entertaining to me because I was like,
Oh.
man, imagine being that guy. The whole country just to watch you accidentally hit yourself in the face with a shovel, kind of a situation. Now you're being handed a trophy for it on live national television.
Yeah, or like if it was like a
Yikes.
family of four, if it was like a family of four and like the youngest son fucking did like a wheelie on his bike and smacked himself in the face with it
Yeah.
while tumbling down, and they won the video, he'd like cover his head and like look down in between his knees while his family is just standing up and cheering. It's like
And
yeah, we
laughing.
fucking won. And then
Yeah.
like, oh, please send me home. Please.
Yeah.
I'd hate myself.
It's like it's like if I walked up to one of you and said after you did something stupid and went, "Hey, here's a dipshit trophy, dumbest thing I've seen all week."
That's actually something we would
Dumbest thing I
do.
see all week, bro.
Yeah, and that that's actually something that we would do. Yeah.
Speaking of injuries, what is the stupidest injury y'all ever had when you were a kid? Her!
This is good.
Her, I know.
This is gonna love this
She spoke about it in the first episode about
Yeah,
like
we had a whole
Honey, what was
episode
your
on
worst
this.
injury you ever had? Yeah, what was your first,
Uh,
what was the worst injuries?
no, but as a
you
kid,
ever had?
as a kid,
Yeah, the
what was like the
stupidest injuries as a
stupidest
kid.
thing that you got injured when you were a child?
Dog just scared the
For
fuck
me,
out of
like I was again, like I mentioned this, but I got left home alone a lot, and I really wanted. You remember those popsicle sticks like in the plastic wrap? They still have them now, but they're
Yeah.
they're like little popsicle sticks, whatever.
Yeah.
So I wanted one of those, and I knew how to take care of myself a lot, but like this time I like was trying to cut. I don't even know how the fuck I did it, but like I was trying to cut the top with the kitchen scissors, and somehow I cut
Atlas.
in between my fingers, like right here into the webbing of my hand, and
Oh,
I fucking
no.
sliced.
Oh.
I went
Fuck.
like immediately, like my finger. I shit you not, my two middle. Oh, it makes me like gives me like.
Yeah,
itches
I don't like
on
that.
my body, but like my two fingers right here, they were split, and you could see like in the middle of my fingers. It was.
Ew.
Oh, I was home alone. No, yeah, I was home alone, but I don't know how to explain this, but where I was living at that time, it was like a home. It was a house, but downstairs there was someone living, and then above us was someone living there as well. Like there was
Kind
a
of
few.
kind of like a duplex.
That's how it was. Yeah. So there was like 3 floors, and like there was the attic, but it was made into a home, the middle, and then the basement was also a home for different families. And I remember we never met our neighbors, like upstairs neighbors or downstairs neighbors, but like I like was just sitting there and like was in excruciating pain. I was like 6. I just want to mention this. I was like 6. And that shit happened, and the amount of blood, I'm not icky about blood, but the amount of blood that was coming out of my body and seeing it as a 6-year-old, I was like, I'm gonna die! And it was just because I wanted a popsicle. Again, I don't even know how, because you have to hold it like this and cut it, and somehow I cut here. Yeah, I have no idea. It was with the kitchen scissors, and I went.
They left a 6-year-old home alone? Is that normal?
I got home.
Is that like a...
I feel like you was gonna say something normal Hispanic
case to case.
I got left home alone.
It could be.
I'll be honest.
Maybe they think kids
for
should have more
some
freedom,
families
I
it
don't know.
is.
I was 6. I'm older
I
than
think
you.
at a certain point. Yeah, I think around 6 or 7, I started being trusted to be able to stay home alone because like I had my little brother, so I kind of had to grow up a little fast, you know.
Yeah, I had
I had my little sister. Yeah, I had my little sister. I was still a dipshit. I was still a dipshit.
Yeah, like I was able to cook. I was cooking. Knew how to use the microwave. I knew how to use the phone. I think at the age of 8, I had my first phone. I had like I had the little sidekick shit, you know.
No.
I had like the little. With the
Not me.
keyboard
I had
and
my
everything.
first phone in like.
Yeah. So
fucking
yeah,
fourth grade.
no, I was. Yeah,
Dog,
yeah, I was pretty set
had
up.
mine in
Honestly,
like
I think,
6th grade.
I think it was
Like,
good.
but like the end of 6th grade is when I got my first phone.
Yeah, and mine was the end of 4th grade.
What about you, Cloud? What
yeah, that wasn't too weird.
You- strangest injury as a kid?
Which one you want to know about? My chin, my eyebrow, my ankle, or what?
Whatever you think's the weirdest.
Explain the eyebrow, please.
Wait.
Explain the eyebrow.
I guess
She's
the
like, dude,
eyebrow.
I got the
So
entire
little
pantheon of
clued.
injuries.
Let her explain it. Shut up.
Yeah, pay attention.
This is
Pay
funny.
attention.
So wee little clued. I was about 5 years old. I decided to be a little ghost. I had a blanket over my head. And you know what a little kid with a blanket over their head and sharp corners on cabinets means?
Oh my god.
So I was running around saying, I'm a ghost, I'm a ghost. And my dogs were chasing me,
Oh, I didn't know
right?
that.
And yeah. So I thought it was funny. And then 3, 2, 1. I smacked right into the edge of the corner of the cabinet.
Oof.
And I fell like this.
Oh.
Back. And I went, And so I was laying down crying for a good like 2-3 minutes. No one checked up on me. Everyone was like,
That's crazy.
get up. And my mom comes around the corner and she's like, why is no one checking up on her? She lifts the blanket up like above me and just my whole face is covered in blood.
Oh.
And so they wound up driving me to the hospital. My mom is yelling at everyone in the car, like saying, "Why didn't you check up on her?" Then we went into one of the rooms where they had to stitch my eyebrow closed because I had split it completely open.
Damn.
And I remember screaming and flailing about that. But then they would give me like a red popsicle, and they gave me 2.
That's awesome.
I was a pretty big deal. I was pretty brave.
What the fuck happened to your chin?
Well,
Oh.
about that.
I got to feel it. I just want to say I got to feel it. It feels weird.
You're weird. You are weird. Let's just state that.
No, she'll
You
tell
just
you.
call my
She'll tell
fucking
you.
chin weird. That's crazy.
No.
I
You
didn't know
can
you had
feel
something
that.
on your
You can feel the
chin.
stitch
What the
marks.
fuck happened to your chin?
Yeah. Tell it, baby. Tell
There's
the
a little
story.
scar. Well, my mom and my middle sister, I was in one of the carts and my sister, I believe it was either my sister or my mom. I'm pretty sure it was my sister, but my sister was running with the cart and when we got to the car, she stopped immediately. And you know when you are going fast and
Physics.
someone stops you
Yeah.
immediately and you go, yeah, so I fell out of the cart forward and a rock went straight into my chin.
Oh, I do know this.
And yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, that was a fun thing. Oh, I almost lost one of my fingers.
Sounds
Also when
delicious.
I was little. So I was chasing my sisters around. My sisters were, I don't know, playing tag or something. And me as a little kid, I want to fucking be a part of it because I'm the youngest and, you know, big kids, whatever.
FOMO.
So I start running after them, and they slam the fucking door closed when I try to like reach out for them or like to go inside. The door slams on my finger closed. And honestly, if they didn't open the door when they did, I probably like a few seconds later, I honestly would have lost my finger. That's what the doctor said. They had to reattach it.
Ooh, so you do relate to my dad.
Damn.
Yikes.
Maybe not as bad as him, but
See,
Yo,
like,
your sisters sound like mean ass older sisters. I'm not gonna lie.
see,
I don't think I like them anymore.
They're older by quite a bit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
my older sister's 8 years apart. My middle sister is 6 years apart.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty
It's
big
not too
gap.
bad.
see, I feel like
5 years older than
all my
Chase.
like more like major
goodness.
injuries, like my bigger injuries, all happened like when I was in like in my teenage years for the most part. But talking like when we're like kids, because I was one of those kids that was just kind of just like tanky. I guess like I could get hurt and any other kid would be like sitting there crying for like 20 minutes and I just go like, I keep going on what I was doing. I just shrug it off. I was really young when this had like this is more like a weird injury. I don't even know how I did it. I barely remember how I did it. I just remember my reaction to it. And what had happened after the fact. But essentially what had happened is, those like wooden number 2 pencils that no one uses anymore for whatever reason
Oh, I
because
already love
mechanical
I fucking
pencils
love those
exist.
pencils.
Yeah, there's those.
The Tekahedrons? Tekahedron O2s?
Yeah, number 2 pencils, the wood number 2s. Luckily this was like at the point like where they weren't using lead.
The name right.
They weren't using lead, they were using granite. Luckily, by this point,
Graphite.
or
It's
graphite, not
not
granite.
You fucking.
Look, man.
And they stopped using lead in the 80s, bro.
Yeah, and
'Cause,
it's
listen, if the pencil was
Ticonderoga,
lead, bro,
not
it weighed like 2
Tekahedron.
pounds.
Or whatever the fuck you said.
Oh, Ticonderoga.
whatever. Graphite. Okay.
Okay.
I somehow managed to stab myself in the cheek, and like
What the
it,
fuck?
like the lead broke off. Right.
Oh.
The
I'm not
graphite
gonna
broke
lie.
off
I'm not gonna lie, I'm
in-
not even paying attention.
in my cheek.
What stabbed you in the fucking
I
cheek?
somehow managed to.
What, it's a
Pencil
Tekahedron?
lead. Pencil lead.
Number 2 pencil. A number 2 pencil. I somehow managed to
Okay.
stab myself.
Oh, I have lead in my
yeah,
hand.
I somehow managed to stab
do I.
myself with a number 2 pencil.
I have a
One of the
hand.
wooden ones, and the
No, some
the
kid said
graphite
that he was
broke
gonna
off.
fucking stab me, and he stabbed me.
Yeah, but the graphite broke off in my cheek, right?
So what did we learn?
And like
Yeah.
deep in my cheek. So I remember just kind of shrugging it off. Like I didn't pay any attention to it. And later, like my mom got home from work and she's like, "What's on your face?" I'm like, "Oh, I stabbed myself." She's like, "What?" And so
Just casually.
she looks.
oh,
and she's
yeah,
like,
oh, yeah.
there's this lead stuck in my cheek. She's like, well, we're gonna take you to the doctor. I'm like, I'm fine. Like, as a kid, I was like, whatever, I'm fine, But we went to the doctor, and they're like, well, we can't. It's so deep in that we can't like grab it out with tweezers or anything like that. And he's so young and growing fast enough that we don't want to cut it open to get it out. But since this graphite is not going to do any harm, as he grows, it'll just grow out and eventually fall out. And so that's what it was.
The thought of that is so weird to me.
I existed with some graphite from a number 2 pencil stuck in my cheek for a couple years or a year or two or however long it fucking took. I don't know. I just remember one day lead falling out as I was like leaning down to do something when I was a young kid, and lead falling out. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? Because I'd completely forgotten about it.
Fucking Christ!
Yeah, he scared the shit out of me.
Goddamn
He's-
dog! No, he
Yeah.
fucking. I put my hand out and I bonked his fucking head on my finger. That shit hurts.
So proud of you. Are you okay? Is your nail okay? Those are expensive. Stop licking my foot, you little bastard.
Little weirdo.
You fucking white Sean bitch. He's
I
got a
have
little
lead.
jacket on. He's
I've
a
got
little
lead in my
sweater
hand.
on that says favorite boy.
It was because
I
I
have
I
a
was.
got lead
hand.
in my hand too.
She got stabbed. she got
Yeah,
stabbed.
one guy literally sharpened his pencil as sharp as it could go. He turned to me and we were walking out of the class, not together, but he was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna stab you," and I go, "Oh, okay." and
Oh,
he stabbed
okay.
my hand, and it broke off, and now I forever have lead in my hand.
Me, I sharpened my pencil. I have OCD, so I sharpened it as sharp as I could, because I just got into class, and I don't know why the fuck I was so excited, but I was excited about writing, or I think I was like getting an answer to something. I was like, oh, I know exactly this answer, and I had like, where my desk was, it was by against a wall, so that the pencil was like pointing against the wall, and so I went like this to grab it, and I went into my hand, and it broke off into my hand. So now it's just like forever in here.
Yeah,
I stabbed myself. She got stabbed. I stabbed myself.
My story
I
does not
stabbed
compare to any of you guys because mine just involves chasing a dog and twisting my ankle in the process. That's it.
Oh, you go outside more.
I have one.
Wow.
Toothe.
When you said the one about the eyebrow, it reminded me. I forgot. I don't know if I said this in the first time we did this, but there was a piano in front of me, and I was really, really young. So whenever I would sneeze, I always see people do this, like under their arm.
I know exactly where this
So
is
there's a
going.
piano in front of me, so I go. "Achoo."
That's exactly how it happened That's exactly how it happened. His head flipped upside down.
Holy shit!
Bro had a 404 error
Oh,
for a
man.
second.
His head came off and everything.
I went like.
Why? Yeah, that's so weird. What the? None of my
Did you
injuries.
play some keys when you sneezed?
Dun-dun!
Oh, did your head hit
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking keys on the
No,
piano?
Yeah, did
The
you play a
corner of
note?
the piano. It hit right in the corner of the piano. Yeah.
Oh.
It would have been
I don't know.
funny.
if
if
it
you
was
hit
I
the
thought you
keys.
just
Usually,
sneezed
yeah.
and you fucking went
no,
like, yeah.
no,
you
it would have been funny if you hit the keys and played some music.
No, instead it was magic.
Oh, you hear it? Dun, dun!
I don't
yeah,
know
you hear
why,
it just
but
like, achoo, bonk.
when you guys said that, the first thing I thought of was that vine where like the cat is running across the piano, and like the first half of it, it's like Moonlight Sonata played in like different sections of the song, and then like it ends off with just like a ding.
I have no clue what you're talking
I
about.
don't think
I'll send
anybody
it to
did.
you.
We were not on the same For You page.
Nope.
I'll send it to you later.
No, honestly, to be fair, before we end this, I didn't have a lot of severe injuries until I met Claude. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Damn,
She fell on her head.
I met Cloud.
Please explain the fucking when you fell on your head on that big ass hill. please.
Real
that wasn't
quick.
an injury,
We
but
were-
it's pretty
So
funny.
we were roller skating to the park, right? And I had to pee real bad. I had to pee. And so we were like going down the hill, and we were like, we stopped at the top of the hill. This hill was like steep as shit. Like it was 90
it was real
degrees.
steep.
And we stopped at the top of the hill. She looks at me. She goes, "Do you think we should walk to the down through the grass, like down?" And I go, "Nah, bro. I got pee. I got pee really bad." I was like, "We got this. We got this." I go first. And these are rollerblades. So I go first, and I start going not even 2 seconds down the hill. I go, zoom, and I start losing.
No, veto. That's not what happened. You didn't even get 2 seconds down. You didn't even get down at all. You're still at the fucking top of the hill. You moved 2 inches, and you went.
No, I did get 2 seconds.
And she did a fucking somersault
Literally
on her head.
Seconds. 2
landed
milliseconds in,
like
I went
this.
like this. I went phew, and I started losing control because of how fast you're going. And it happened in a millisecond. I shit you not. This thing,
You didn't even go fast. You didn't
It
even
was-
start. You fell on your fucking head.
I did
within
start.
the
I remember
2 seconds.
zooming, and then all of a sudden I'm fucking seeing the world from upside down.
Well,
and then I
clearly you
landed.
don't remember right because you fell on your fucking head.
This is true. All I remember is seeing the world upside down, and then like I landed on my head.
Because you sat,
I landed-
you sat like
I
this
landed like
for
this,
a
and I
good
went,
5 minutes.
Oh,
because you
dude,
fucking
I
fell
was
on your
so
head.
dizzy.
You go.
I was so
The
dizzy.
first thing you said was, "Ow."
No, I genuinely did. Dude, that shit hurt. I was like, Dude, the world was still
like,
spinning.
that's the day. the
I
world
understand, but
changed.
the best part is that this girl fucking's like, I got you, I'm coming with. She starts going, trails off into the grass, and fucking does like a belly flap, and like bounced, and then somehow landed like this. And she was like,
Oh my god.
she was like this on her stomach, and she was like, ah. And then when we finally got up and started, I think it started going. Oh no, there was another time. There was another time where this girl, I'm telling you, none of my injuries happened until I met Cloud. Because this girl has stupid ideas and I'm stupid enough to follow them, okay? So she was like, there was a truck. We were rollerblading again. There was a truck and she was like, grab onto the back of it. I go,
Oh my
okay.
god.
I grabbed.
No, it wasn't moving. It was staying still. So I thought maybe you grab it and you just kind of like, work your way around it, right? You just step, go. Yeah, no, we literally, two seconds into grabbing the truck, we went,
Yeah, dude, no, this shit, like, fucking, boom, and, like, we were scuffed the fuck, oh, God, we were scuffed the fuck up, like, on the sides, like, dude, it was fucking crazy. Us on rollerblades, never do it. It's not good. Unless we're supervised.
busted my ass.
Dude, I'm telling you, none of my injuries happened until I met Cloud. You are the reason.
Direct cause and effect.
I don't know.
You are. Cause,
Incredible.
I met
Listen,
you. Effect,
you're not
I
on
get
my
injured.
level unless you on a constant basis
Honestly.
fall up the stairs.
Yeah, dude,
Honestly,
she falls
most
up
of my
the stairs way
mental
too many
strain
times.
started when I met Cloud, so.
There you go. Anyways, so that's the end of this episode. No, but seriously, thank you guys for tuning in to our podcast / video if you're
Thank
watching
you.
us on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us on social media. We have like Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. I think I said that already. And if you want any updates about like if we're doing any events, if we're doing any events and just or updates about the episodes if we're postponing some or blah 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 yada 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 shmeh shmeh, right? If you want any of those updates and like in notifications, follow us on join us on the Discord that we have for the instance. It will be down. Do Spotify have comments?
We have a link tree.
If you're watching it on
We have a link
YouTube,
tree
if you
in,
if there's a link tree,
the
if
YouTube
you
bio.
if you're listening to us on Spotify, go to the fucking YouTube. There is a link tree. Okay. Well, anyways, howdy do. Have a great time. Enjoy the rest of your day. If it
Bye,
you're wa-
beautiful
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, lads.
Bye.